Most of the religions, they say that you should not tease a girl, you should not molest a girl, you should not rape a girl. Hinduism says that, Christianity says that, Islam says the same. So what is the difference between Islam and the other religions? The difference is Islam, besides telling you that you should not tease or molest or rape a woman, it shows you a way how to achieve a state in which people will not molest or rob. Islam has a system of hijab, modesty. People normally talk about hijab for the woman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran first talks about the hijab for the man and then for the woman. Allah says in Surah Nur chapter number 24 verse number 30, say to the believing man that he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. That means whenever a man looks at a woman, any brazen thought comes, he should lower his gaze. Once there was a young Muslim who was staring at a girl for a long time. I said, brother, what are you doing? It's not allowed in Islam. He told me, our beloved Prophet said, the first glance is forgiven, the second is prohibited. I have not completed half my glance. What did the Prophet mean? The first glance is forgiven, the second is prohibited. That means if unintentionally look at a woman, don't look at her, stare at her again to feast on her beauty. That does not mean you can look at a woman without blinking for 10 minutes and saying, I have not completed my glance. The next verse speaks about hijab for the woman. In Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 31. Allah says, say to the believing woman that she should lower her gaze and guard her modesty, and display not her beauty except what appears ordinarily of, and draw a head covering over her bosom, except in front of her husband, her father, her son, and a big list of mahram, the close relatives who she cannot marry, is given. There are basically 6 major criteria for hijab mentioned in the Quran and the Sahih Hadith. The first is the extent. That's the only criteria that differs between the male and the female. For the man, it is from the navel to the knee. That's the sadr, extent. For the woman, the complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the hands up to the wrist and the face. But some scholars say even this should be covered. The difference of opinion. The second criteria, the clothes they wear, it should not be transparent or translucent so that you can see through. Point number 3, it should not be so tight-fitting so it reveals the figure. Number 4, it should not be so glamorous so that it attracts the opposite sex. Number 5, it should not resemble that of the unbeliever. You can't wear a cross, which is a sign of Christianity. You can't put a tika, vermilion, which is a sign of Hinduism. And the 6th is, you should not wear clothes that of the opposite sex. Women should not wear clothes that of the man. Man should not wear clothes that of a woman. These are the basic 6 criteria for hijab. After this, first hijab for the man, lower his gaze, then for the woman. After this, the Islamic Sharia says, if any man rapes any woman, capital punishment, death penalty. People say, death penalty in this age of 21st century. Islam is a barbaric religion. It's a ruthless religion. But when I ask this question to the non-Muslim, and I've asked this many times, that hypothetically, if someone rapes your mother, and if the rapist is brought in front of you. When I ask this question to the non-Muslims, hypothetically somebody rapes your mother, and if the rapist is brought in front of you, what punishment will you give? All of them said, we will put him to death. Some went to the extent of saying, we will torture him to death. Why this double standard? Someone wants to rape your mother, your daughter, you want to put him to death. Someone raped somebody else's daughter, you say death penalty is a barbaric law. There was one smart Alex in America when I had gone to America. He told me, Dr. Zakir, I will give him imprisonment for 7 years. So I said, do you know the statistics of America? Out of those people that are imprisoned, and when they are let free, more than 90% again rape. So if you want your mother to be raped again, you are most welcome. I don't want. This is the statistics. And if you see the statistics, of America, do you know one of the countries which has the highest rate of rape is America, USA? According to the FBI statistics of 1990, I'm saying that because that time I started giving lectures. Then I'll give off today. 1990, every day, 102,555 rape. In the full year, In the full year 1990, according to FBI statistics, 102,555 cases of rape took place. And they said only 16% were reported. Means if you want the full amount, you multiply by 6.25. That means 640,968 rapes took place in 1990 alone. That means every 50 seconds, one rape is taking place. If you read the statistics of US Bureau of Justice of Crime, see, both are different. The government always want to show there's less rape. But the independent survey shows more. The other survey says that so if you calculate, it comes to every 50 seconds one rape. The other survey says every 32 seconds one rape is taking place. If you see 2023 statistics, how many cases reported? 142,000. More than 142,000, that means they got bolder. It was 102,555, now it is 142,000 plus. In the few years, the American got more bold. And if you calculate this new statistics of FBI, it comes to close, again, 32 seconds. One rape. You know, I am here since the last about more than an hour on the stage. I'm for 1 hour, 10 minutes on the stage. Already more than 60 rapes may have taken place since the time I'm on the stage. 60 rapes? I'm asking you the question. If you implement the Islamic Sharia, that the man, whenever he looks at a woman, any brazen thought comes, he should lower his gaze. The woman, the complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the face and hands up to the wrist. And after that, if any man rapes a woman, capital punishment, death penalty. I'm asking the question, will the rate of rape in USA, will it increase? Will it remain the same or will it decrease? It will decrease. It's a practical law. You implement the Sharia and you get results. That's the reason I say that Islam, besides speaking good things, it shows you a way how to achieve the state of goodness.